think, is there anything else that you guys would like to offer as like advice for someone that's looking to score in the 160s?
Find your
How are you
conclusion.
scoring
Love
on
your
your game
conclusion.
sections right now?
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
How are you scoring on your game sections?
I'm working through 7 Sage. I'm understanding them untimed. I'm also getting more than half right, like if not all of them right. But time is just the issue.
Would you if you were to do a time section today, would you get through at least 2 games?
Yes.
Would you get through 3 games?
Just not like I think I just second guess myself on like setting up the different board games, and that can throw me off. So I don't know.
Games?
Huh?
Do you redo games that you have previously done?
Yeah. I mean, I know for sure that with the sequencing games, like I can get all of those right timed. It's just the more complicated ones, like the mix, the grouping, all of that. That's just where it gets me, where I start second guessing myself.
How often are you working on them?
I'm doing like a game a day, and that's another thing. Like I need structure. But I think with this boot camp that you guys are offering, I'm going to incorporate like also the logic games as well into like my schedule.
Yeah, Jasmine can speak more on the game schedule too, more than I can in general.
I mean, I think so. If you're getting through 2 games comfortably, that's a great sign. And I think if you're noticing that it's like timing, I wonder, like, and this is like,
One second. Sorry, I'm on a meeting. No, you're fine. You're the guest. Let me get you escorted to the room.
I love
How's your
people
day
who
going?
multitask. I cannot. It's hard.
Not what?
Multitask, like, oh gosh. This is why I like hyper manage my calendar like a whole 2 weeks in advance, because I was like, I get really stressed. But like,
how is your games have gone on?
Okay, I am so sorry.
You're sitting and doing the
Okay, go ahead.
I was just have Alika has had an experience with games too, and I was just wondering if maybe she could talk a little bit on her journey and like her experience.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I kind of have the same question of like, how am I going to balance games with this LR boot camp right now? So I'm excited to hear that answer. But I initially started off like scoring literally 4 questions correctly on game sections, and then I did a section this weekend and I got like 21 out of 22. So that was like super exciting for me. So now I just kind of want to keep that momentum going, and I don't want it to drop. So I guess like I'm also kind of curious about how to keep that going with LR, and kind of like, because Nicole initially told me like focus on a section by section to study, and now I feel like I've kind of covered each of the sections and I need to like refine them all.
Can you like go like even back farther, and can you kind of share your journey, Malika, too, of like why you're still studying?
Oh yeah, so I started in June and I graduated college, and I didn't have a job. So I figured the best thing to do would be to study for my LSAT because I wanted to go to law school. And then I ended up getting a job around the end of August, and this job.
How did you improve from June to August?
Oh, I think so. I was like almost at 148, and then I jumped around 155, was around where I was in August. And I want to score in the 160s. So then once I got that job, like I have like, I'm working 50 to 60 hour weeks, and like it's just crazy. And I basically like stopped studying between September to December, and I like hated myself for that. And I started up with the LR boot camp in December.
But it also was necessary for just anybody's mental health. And she started a job during a pandemic. She was decided to, I think very maturely decided not to force the LSAT and said, hey, I'm just going to wait a year. And now she gets to put her experience on her resume. So I'm just backing you up.
Thank you.
Off to focus on your, get settled in your job. And you still now have 6+ months to study with a background, which I think is huge. But you can continue with your story.
Yeah, no, and so once I started the boot camp, I kind of like redid a diagnostic test, and I was scoring like I think the 140s still. And I started the boot camps, and then like the LR boot camp, I started getting like I got all my skills back that I felt like I lost initially. And then I started the logic game boot camp in February. And that was like the biggest jump because like even throughout the summer when I was studying with Nicole, like just logic games, like I dreaded them. And like I just like couldn't understand how to look at them. And I took that logic like intro game and like everything changed.
Mm.
Exciting.
What was your strategy for doing logic games before the boot camp?
I literally had no strategy. I would look at them and just like have panic attacks. Like I just did not know what to do.
Because of that, we maybe this wasn't the right decision, but we actually put games on hold on her original study and focused on LR and RC because we didn't want the anxiety of the games to hinder her other studying at the time.
Yeah.
We wanted to build confidence in the other sections, which most students actually study games first.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
But I probably didn't even tell you that strategy, Malika, to be honest.
This is brand new, but it definitely helped. It ended up working out.
Yeah, and like so you probably like not many people would say LR is their favorite section, and I would probably say over the summer you thought LR was your favorite section.
Yeah, definitely. And I would still say it is my favorite section.
Yay! LR is my favorite section too.
So you're taking the boot camp over again?
Yeah, just because I like the structure of it. And like I was taking one-on-ones with Nicole a lot. And I really like those, but I found that surprisingly that with the boot camps, I just
convinced her to take this. Like
yeah, I actually really like hearing other people's questions and like seeing how people process things and look at questions. Even though I'm like really quiet and like off to the side a lot, I am listening and taking it all in.
When do you plan on taking the exam?
June is our plan right now.
Same. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing you in the boot camp, and thank you guys for answering my questions.
Sorry, are you like your school score is 165, right?
Yes, it is.
You guys might have to be study buddies.
Gladly. All right, thank you guys.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna hop off, but have a good day.
Bye, Malika.
Bye.
Did you guys have any other advice for like people looking to score in the 160?